They can't keep getting away with it, man. I don't understand how Argentina just pull results out of their butt. It's it's getting comical at this point. Watching the last night's game, Switzerland versus Argentina, I thought Switzerland were maybe going to pull an upset, but just like always, somehow, some way, Argentina find a way, and they win. It was a game I think that, in my opinion, showed why these underdogs aren't to be thought lightly of. Switzerland, they were hard to break down, and it showed that these smaller nations are producing a lot of better players. They are getting better overall. So I think the level of these kind of like mid smaller European nations and other nations outside of Europe, they're getting closer and closer to that top. While the top is also going like this, like France, they're in Spain, they're going up. I think some of these other teams are starting to break down that gap, and Switzerland are one of those teams that I think are getting closer to breaking into that top group. So the game ended 3-1, but the game did not look like a game that should have finished 3-1. The first half, and pretty much most of the up until the Ebola red card, which I'll talk about later, it was, I feel like most of it was Switzerland chances. The momentum graph here shows that besides that Alexis McAllister goal and a couple chances right after halftime, it was mainly Switzerland who were looking the better of the two teams, and that was, in my opinion, the way it was up until the pretty much most of extra time, actually pretty much all of extra time, and the second half of the second half, really after that water break. First goal for Alexis McAllister. He should have not been winning that header. I cannot believe that whoever was marking him did not jump higher than Alexis McAllister. He's 5'9". Getting beat in the air by someone as short as him when you got players like Akanji who uh and I think Kanji and Elvedi are both like over 6 feet. So if you're getting beat by a guy who's 5'9" in the head, in the air, getting to the ball, that's that says a lot about you. I mean, it was a really good taken corner, found McAllister's head, but you can't let him a short king like that win the ball over you. But it was a really good finish by McAllister. Argentina took a really good lead, but I feel like Switzerland did not let them get him down. They fought back hard, and they really pushed Argentina to their limits. They really fought tooth and nail pretty much to get their goal through Ndoye, which was a pretty good finish, in my opinion. Really good run, uh, pretty much straight through a tight angle to squeeze that in. So it was a really good goal by Ndoye. I think he's had a uh, uh, pretty much the best campaign he could have for this tournament. Obviously, he obviously could have done more, but in my opinion, I think Ndoye played pretty well for Switzerland this tournament. Ricardo Rodriguez, I thought he played pretty well this game. His chances that he created were pretty dangerous. The pass for the assist was pretty good as well. Um, I think he was kind of let down by his back line a little bit from the game onwards after all the work he did in full time. Uh, and Bolo. He has been the star man for this Swiss team for so long, this tournament, that the decision to be an Olympic level diver uh, at this moment is it's a weird decision, in my opinion, of what went through his head to take what was going. They were on the front foot. They were getting chances. They could have potentially got a winner at some point in full time, but to just throw yourself to the ground like that when, yeah, there's a challenge coming in, but you want to bait the challenge. You don't want to go to the ground before it. Don't know. I don't know if he got like scared or something and whatnot, and just wanted to protect himself and just flopped the floor. It was also the first time this World Cup that we've seen a yellow card for mistaken identity to get put to another player to send them off, which I think it was only the second time this tournament because the other one was the Tim Ream and the player who had tackled him, I think, in the US game. I can't remember if it was Paraguay or if it was the Bosnia game. One of those two was the one that they overturned that yellow for mistaken identity. I think it's harsh. It is really harsh, but he did dive, in my opinion. Um, can't can't get away with that in the modern game when you got 4K cameras scattered all about. Extra time, and the rest of that second half after Mbolo got sent off was a masterclass in defending, in my opinion, from Switzerland. They defended really hard. I think they needed somebody up top to relieve that pressure, and they didn't really have somebody to come on and just take the ball and just hold it up, really, because Embolo is your strong man up top that you can give the ball to, and he'll hold it up. So losing him was really tough. If it was a different player, I think they might have been able to maybe get something out of it longer, but they were holding on pretty long, pretty much all the way to like the last 8 minutes or so of extra time when Julian Alvarez. I love this player. I think he's very underrated. And that goal he scored was outstanding. Top bins from like pretty much near the edge of the box. Nobody stepped up to tackle him. I think you just can't let someone of Julian Alvarez's quality get away with that. And Switzerland were kind of asking for it. They were setting themselves to only allow those outrageous shots. And against a team like Argentina, they are going to do that outrageous shot. They are going to probably score that outrageous shot. And it happened, which fair play to Argentina. They fought hard and they got their winning goal. And then Lautaro Martinez came on near the end of the second half, and he continued to be a workhorse. He had a pretty good chance. I think it was after he came on where he kind of tried to nick it with his heel towards goal. That Kobel, who I honestly think he had a really good game. I think it's a shame that he kind of got a little bit let down by his defense there in the last 8 minutes or so, because he was making some outstanding saves. A couple of them, the one on Messi, even though it was called for offsides, even though it wasn't offsides, that save was point blank. He reacts and get his hands up in time to stop Messi from chipping it over. That was a really good save, in my opinion. But going back to Lautaro Martinez, he comes on, scores the dagger to kill the Swiss team. It's a shame because I think the Swiss have been playing pretty well throughout this tournament, fighting hard to get to where they are. They had to go through Colombia, which is not a easy team. Algeria, they're on a similar level, so they fought hard to win that game. Their group was not the hardest, in my opinion, but they still fought pretty hard to get to where they are in the top of their group. Argentina now go on to play England, which many probably predicted, in my opinion. So we have arguably 4 of the best teams left in the tournament playing in the round the semifinals. So France and Spain and England versus Argentina will be monumental games. There's unfortunately no underdogs. I think a lot of people were kind of hoping for either Norway, Argentina, a Norway, Switzerland, England, Swiss kind of style semifinal on that side, but who knows? Underdog stories, they don't always become fruitful. Anyway, we're almost down. That was game 100. I'm tired. I'll be honest. I'm a little fatigued from so many football games in like a month. I don't know about you guys, but 100 games in a month. It's taking its toll on me. I watch a lot of soccer, football, but it's taking its toll. It is taking its toll. I'm waiting for the club scene to come back so I can just watch a handful of games every week and not blast my brain all day, all night with this.